everyone, I'm Keisha Charmaine and I'm back here with a product review. If you follow me on Instagram at Keisha Charmaine, you saw that recently I experimented with hair paint wax. Now, I had seen hair paint wax on Instagram for a very long time, but I just never really thought that it was a good idea for me to experiment with my locks. However, I did see that they did have some girls on their page with locks. So eventually I said, you know what, those girls did it, let me give it a try, and I think it'll be cool to give you guys a review because I'm sure a lot of you guys are interested in the product. And actually what really sold me was my friend Ty. Shout out to Ty. She tried it on my goddaughter's hair and it was so pretty, and she told me that it washed out so easily. Like, granted, my goddaughter does not have locks, so I just figured that maybe I would have a slightly more difficult time than she did, but the fact that it washed out so easily for her, I thought that I want to give it a try and see how it is on my locks. Okay, so I ended up ordering the gold one. I ordered 3 jars. It smells really good. It smells like a lot of cosmetics smell. I thought that because my hair is so long that 3 jars would do the trick. However, I ended up only using 1.5 jars. When you take that into consideration, my hair is down to my butt. I don't know how long your hair is watching this video, but hey, you may not need a lot of product, and that's a good thing, so it'll last a while. However, some may argue that my application wasn't that great. Again, if you look at the clip of my hair, I think that my application could have been a little bit better. So maybe if I used more product, it would have looked better. But it was my first try. I don't know. So there are directions on the jars, and it says use a small to moderate amount of hair color wax to apply to damp hair. Apply to hair starting from the bottom by using your fingertips. Once you have applied, set the hair and allow it to dry. I completely saturated my hair. I towel dried it a little bit so it's not dripping wet, but it was still very damp. And I took globs at a time, rubbed it up between my hands, and raked it through my hair in sections. I believe I parted my hair into 4 sections. So I started at the ends and I worked my way up, and that's how I did it. I did notice that it does say it right here, use a small to moderate amount of hair color wax, but I think I was being impatient. I did definitely use large globs at a time, and I think that if I used smaller globs, I would have been able to distribute it a lot more evenly, so it would have looked nicer. If you're curious, the ingredients here are water. Now, the fact that water is the first ingredient was one thing that really attracted me to the product, because I did not want to use a product that was wax as the first ingredient. However, the second ingredient is carnauba wax, and then beeswax, and so on and so forth. So although wax is not the first ingredient, it's the second and third, but because water is the first ingredient, it's most abundant. So that made me feel like, okay, this may not be that hard to wash out. How long does it last? I can't really tell you how long it lasts because I had no intentions on wearing it very long. I had it in for maybe 2 to 3 days before I washed it out. And it was pretty rich and vibrant for those 2 and 3 days. So my guess is that it would have lasted much longer. Did it get on my clothes and on my sheets? Now, when it comes to hair color, especially temporary hair color, in my experience, when my hair is wet and my hair is down on my clothes and stuff, after I've finished applying the color, it absolutely does transfer. That's like a rule of thumb. That's something that like I've always experienced when it comes to temporary hair colors. It transfers when your hair is wet. However, I did not experience any transferring when my hair was completely dried. Putting this product in my hair, I definitely noticed that my hair took longer to dry, but that was expected. Typically when you wash locks and then you apply products to it, that slows down the drying time, at least in my experience, especially if it's a product like oils or wax. It's gonna slow down the drying time. But once my hair was completely dried, I did not experience any transferring on my clothes or on my sheets or anything like that. Not after it was dry, but definitely while it was wet. And I used the blow dryer and the sun. Does it make your hair feel dry? Surprisingly, no, not at all. It actually made my hair feel very, very moisturized, and I was very shocked by that. It had my hair feeling very soft, as if I had just put in a leave-in conditioner. And that right there, that alone makes this worth a shot. I've never used any sort of hair color products that left my hair feeling better than it felt before. Was it hard to wash out? No, it wasn't. Although I did put a little more muscle into washing it out than I typically do because of the hair color. I wanted to make sure I got it out. I found that before I even applied the shampoo, about 60 to 70% of the hair color had already rinsed out. As you can see, I am allowing my hair to completely become saturated with the water before I add any shampoo. There was a lot of gold color coming out before I even applied the shampoo, so I decided, oh, let me just keep rinsing it before adding any shampoo to see, you know, how much I can actually wash out without even using my good shampoo. I don't want to use too much product if I don't have to. So yeah, it washed out pretty well. And then I did use my shampoo. I used my anti-residue Neutrogena shampoo, which I highly recommend for people with locks especially. But if you have natural hair and use a lot of products, then I do recommend that you use that as well, because it's really good at clarifying, removing buildup, and keeping your hair clean. So I did 2 rinses of the Neutrogena, and then I used Dr. Bronner's tea tree soap, and I used that more so for my scalp. That's why I prefer to use that shampoo. Yeah, then I finished my wash. Well, I must say that like I said before, I did wash my hair a little bit more vigorously than I typically do. For instance, I took my hair and I was scrubbing it on itself like that, and I typically don't wash my hair like that. Maybe a lot of you guys do, but I'm not that aggressive when it comes to washing my hair. I prefer to keep my hair as frizz free as possible, so I'm very, very, very gentle with it. But I wash my hair every 2 weeks. I never found the need to be really aggressive with my washes because I keep it clean. I don't use much on it. Like, I use very light products like my horsetail leaf growth oil. I use this oil to moisturize my hair on a regular basis. Pre-poo hot oil treatments, regular oiling, oil baths, etc., etc. I use this oil on a regular basis. It's very lightweight and I don't experience buildup from it. So I don't find the need to really scrub my hair. But I did scrub it a bit this time, and when I washed my hair, when I came out the shower, mind you, I wear contacts and glasses, so when I'm washing my hair, I can't see as clearly. So I was like, that was a part of the reason why I also wanted to make sure I got a really good scrub just in case I couldn't see something. But when I finished and I got out the shower and stuff, my hair was pretty clean. It was pretty clean. I personally didn't see anything. I didn't have anybody check either, but I didn't see any leftover color or anything to be concerned about. My hair has been washed again since then because, as you see, it's styled. I was modeling at a hair show this weekend at Locs Fest here in Brooklyn, New York. Not here in Brooklyn, New York. I'm in Queens. But in Brooklyn, New York, I was styled by Keisha, legendary lock stylist. That's not what you guys came to the video for. So if you want to see more pictures of my hair and stuff, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Keisha Charmaine. So the last thing I want to address in this video is, do I recommend this product? Yes, I do. I do. I don't necessarily recommend that you do it the way that I did it. I don't really necessarily recommend that you go all in and do your whole head of hair, at least not on the first try like I did. I recommend that you maybe try it on the ends, or maybe individual locks or a section. Like when I do it again, mind you, I have a jar and a half left. I'm gonna do, you'll see. I don't want to tell you. I don't want you guys to steal my idea. You don't have to pre-lighten your hair before you use it. You know, like when it comes to using a lot of semi-permanent. Actually, I don't know if this is not considered semi-permanent. This is considered temporary, right? Okay. Well, even when it comes to a lot of temporary colors as well, like with the spray colors, very often you have to have lighter hair color for the color to be rich. But my hair is jet black. I color it jet black, and my hair grows in jet black as well. But my hair is black, and the color came through. It was very, very pigmented, and that's not something that you get a lot when it comes to using hair colors and not bleaching it and not dyeing it blonde prior. So that's a bonus. The color shows. And I think it's really cool. I think it's really great for special occasions. You know, it is Halloween season. Maybe you're gonna find some colors that'll go with like a costume idea. Blue and pink, Harley Quinn. As I always think about that when it comes to hair color ideas. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, give it a try, have fun. I think they have a bunch of colors. I've seen reds, I've seen blues, greens, like teal. I've seen gold, orange maybe even. They have a lot of colors to choose from. So yeah, this video is not sponsored at all. I just really wanted to try it out. I'm the guinea pig. You're welcome. That's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Love, light, and Locs.